Are these the only texts that are deleted? Or are there many texts that were deleted? There's a ton of information on a phone like that. And the notion that the governor's phone from this time period, the notion that it is not relevant and we shouldn't have it, we just disagree with it. And the truth is, the harder they fight to not let us see it, the more I think is on there.
That's Mike Baldassare, the attorney for BridgeGate co-defendant Bill Baroni, speaking outside federal court where a judge had just shot down his attempt to get Governor Chris Christie's BridgeGate cell phone. Baldassare believes there's important evidence on the phone, evidence that could be crucial to his client, Bill Baroni, and his co-defendant, Bridget Ann Kelly, when they go to trial here in the BridgeGate case in September. Now, we were not able to take our cameras inside the courtroom because federal courts don't allow it, but I want to read you some of what was said during the hearing in front of Judge Susan Wigginton because it's important. Baldassare was talking about 12 text messages exchanged between Governor Christie and his then Chief of Staff, Regina Egea, during legislative hearings into BridgeGate where Baroni was testifying. Those 12 messages have since been deleted. Baldassare says that's important because the governor's lawyers had said there was nothing strange about it. Baldassare says, quote, well, there is. State employees are not supposed to do things like that. The governor's attorney, Randy Mastro, who created the much maligned Mastro report immediately after the scandal broke, to research the governor and his administration's role in the George Washington Bridge lane closures in September of 2013, accused Baldassare of creating a sideshow, a distraction from the real issue. And he was able to mostly win the day in court. The judge said that the subpoenas that Baldassare issued for the governor's phone are not valid. But Michael Christie, lawyer for Bridget Ann Kelly, who also appeared here with a few of her friends, he said something different. He talked about that the Mastro reports claim that the lane closures were not retaliation against Fort Lee Mayor Mark Sokolich. Well, he said to Mastro in court, that's our case. That's exactly what we're trying to prove. Now, after the hearing was over, I got a chance to talk with Baldassare and Baroni, and we focused on the idea that a mirror image of the governor's phone could have been created by lawyers in Mastro's employ and may still be there.
Mr. Mastro, do you have an electronic image of the governor's phone, not the physical phone, in your possession?
But Baldassare pointed out he still doesn't know where even a mirror image copy of the governor's phone might be.
What we're not clear on is exactly what Gibson Dunn did when they had the cell phone. Did they make a copy of it? Did they just thumb through it? Did they make a copy and give it back to the attorneys? Did they give the copy back to the governor? Do they have a copy somewhere?
Now, this is certainly a setback for the defense, but it's not over. Baldassare said that he is going to be issuing new, different subpoenas to most of Governor Christie's inner circle for their phones, iPhones, and computers to try and find out what was being said, what was being exchanged during the height of the BridgeGate scandal. And I had to ask Bill Baroni a question that I had put to Governor Christie last month.
You've always spoken warmly of him. Do you still consider Bill Baroni a friend?
Well, I haven't spoken to Bill for a long time.
Sure.
But I have no ill feelings towards Bill on a personal level.
I repeated that to Baroni, and here's how he answered.
I think Mike Baldassare has taught me well not to say anything to any of you, so I'm going to rest on his advice.
Got to point out that both inside and outside the courtroom, Baldassare said it is possible we will see Governor Chris Christie on the witness stand here in the BridgeGate trial before it's all over. I asked him odds. He said,
No, 50-50. That's a lawyer answer. I don't have a better answer,